Hey everybody, I'm Carl. This is my bathroom. We're here because it's time for a shave. I've got 2 days worth of growth that my bosses will not like me coming to work with, so I need to shave it off and make myself look pretty. Also, tomorrow at work is a special day. Our ambulance is assigned to a standby where we will be doing health screenings for the less fortunate, uninsured and underinsured citizens of the area where I work. So that's really cool. So I really gotta look nice, right? So, what are we using today? Well, we'll start with the simple stuff. The old VDH Luxury brush, Boar Badger, I don't know. Merkur Futur, setting a number dose, because I have sensitive skin, because I'm a sensitive fella. Gillette 7 o'clock, second use. We'll be doing a head shave with the head blade Moto. And then the thing that I am most excited about is the Uncle John's Clean Cotton. Got this soap last week, been itching to use it. It smells great. I can't wait. You know, in my shave of the day, I posted I was going to use Cremo as a pre. Not going to do it. I want to see what Uncle John's soap offers as far as slickness and protection. And then we'll finish it off with this cheap aftershave lotion that I picked up at the dollar store. Trying to work my way through it. It's really watery. But we're going to get it used up and move on. So, thank you everybody for stopping in, spending a little time with me. Hope everybody is doing well. It is tonight Friday. So I hope you had a good week. You're rolling into the weekend. You're going to get a chance to go do something fun and exciting while some of us schlubs are stuck at work. For pre, because I know I am never going to get rid of this soap, I'm using Bloom water. I said in one of my previous videos that I was getting away from blooming the puck in case I ever wanted to trade or sample out or whatever soaps. This one's mine, all mine, mine. It smells beautiful. So crisp, so clean, just like you washed your sheets and they've been hanging out on the line to dry. It's amazing. If you didn't watch the video last week where I introduced the soap, I explained why I bought it, but the short version is I was cleaning my sheets or making my bed after I changed my sheets. Was thinking to myself, man, this is a great scent. I wish somebody would make a shave soap. Hopped on Uncle John's website, found it, just kind of actually on a whim. By a fluke, I didn't know he made it, so I snatched it right up. It's great. Loaded it up. I'm just going to do a quick face lather. Super creamy. Very rich feeling. The brush loaded really fast. This is the first Uncle John's, not Dr. John's, Uncle John's soap I've ever used. I also ordered his pipe smoke scent when I ordered this one, and I'm looking forward to using that one as well. It's not quite as tobacco-y as I expected. I don't have a lot of tobacco soaps aside from tobacco, so I really wasn't sure what to expect, but it is got a very nice spicy scent. You can really pick up the hint or the notes of cherry and vanilla. But this soap is just clean. There's no other way I can describe it. It smells like clean laundry. And as always, I made a huge mess because that's how I roll, right? Alright, so what else is up besides me blathering about this soap? You may notice that the color on the camera is a little off. I'm using my old phone today. My primary phone is charging. It's had a busy day. So I dug out the old one that had a little charge left in it. And now we are on to the first pass. And I'll say the soap is slick. Great cushion so far. And very slick. The Merkur. It's kind of a heavy razor, a little on the aggressive side for me, even at setting 2. And it is just gliding right through the stubble. And granted, it's only 2 days of stubble with no issue, and there's no irritation at all. So far, super happy with the soap in every respect. Good job, Mr. John Conley. When my buying freeze ends, I'll definitely be acquiring more of your scents. Speaking of the buying freeze, it's in full effect. No shave shopping for 5 days. Which for me, if I'm in buying mode, some of you guys may think I'm crazy, but that's a long time. When I am free to spend and have the extra money, I find myself finding something I want to order every day, or pretty darn close to it. Now, my last freeze started after Christmas, because at Christmas I bought myself quite a few things. So I froze out until late April, early May, somewhere around there, when I bought a bunch of head blade stuff. And it's been it's been shop ever since. But I need to be a little bit more careful. Can't just chop down. All right, but yeah, so 5 days. But if you're in the Shavette World Facebook group, you will have known or heard it said and seen me post that I'm still getting stuff in the mail, because my spending freeze started on the 23rd, and I ordered all the way up until the evening of the 22nd. Actually, not quite that late. Actually, yeah. The last thing I ordered was my replacement Focus Slim, and if I'm not mistaken, that was the afternoon, evening of the 22nd. And it has arrived. I don't remember if I talked about it last week, but it arrived. Ordered it from the Superior Shave. Excellent customer service, great pricing. But unfortunately, no matter how well it was packaged, which it was packaged very well, much better than the company that sent it to me from Amazon. The box, the manufacturer's box, Jared at Superior Shave had put packing peanuts inside to keep the razor from flopping around, and then he wrapped the manufacturer's box in bubble wrap and put it in another box, and there was so much bubble wrap that the manufacturer's box did not move inside the shipping box. So it unfortunately had some scratches still, and I'm just going to chalk that up as manufacturer's box issue, because Jared at the Superior Shave did everything possible to package that for shipping appropriately, above and beyond, in my opinion. So a little disappointing there, but it is what it is. It will still shave. It's just not pretty. Not as pretty as I wanted, you know, for a $55, $60 shavette. Whatever. Speaking of shavettes, because I'm not going to complain, They have a nice razor. Some people can't afford razors or have other things to do with their money, so I shouldn't gripe too much about, you know, frivolous spending. But anyway, speaking of shavettes, I received a very generous gift from Mr. Ronnie Greer. Oh, I can't say his name right. He was nice enough to piff to me Bluebeard's Revenge shavette that I'm excited to use once it's time for me to have another shavette shave in maybe a couple of days, 3 or 4, good enough growth. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Excited to use it. It was very unexpected. It was very generous. So thank you again, Ronnie. I know you wanted it for yourself, so that makes it even a little cooler. And it was just a nice gesture, you know, knowing that I ain't buying nothing, I ain't getting nothing in the mail. I got nothing to look forward to, and you put that in the mail for me, courtesy of Mr. Jonathan's Inn, so thank you very much. Alright, third pass. Everything is going great. The soap is very slick, very cushiony. I've got a couple of nicks down here that are because I am not paying attention to the shave. I'm just yapping. Right, you probably saw it. I came in with the razor and just kind of hit myself in the neck. So that's bad technique. Nothing to do with the soap. Nothing to do with the razor. That's just me being lazy. Or careless, I should say. You know, this thing has 6, is it 6? 3, 4, 5, yeah, this thing has 6 settings. 3 is the most I've ever shaved it on. And that's probably as high as I'll ever need to go, honestly. Maybe if I have more growth, but for my standard stubble, 2-3 days growth when I shave, I'm thinking that's plenty. 2 or 3. I can't imagine what 6 would feel like. I'm not a big, super aggressive razor guy. Like I said, I've got pretty sensitive skin, so I did turn it down to 1 for this last pass and the pickups. You can hear it's doing its job. Let's see what else. Thanks everybody for the comments about my weight loss and my health. It's good to have friends, internet friends, just friends in general who are concerned and pulling for me. It has been 5 days. So I made that video Sunday, I think it was. Whatever day that was. Sunday. And on Monday. I don't remember. Anyway, I made that last video, that last shave. We talked about being overweight and doctors and all that good stuff. It's been 5 days, no junk food, no beer, no whiskey, no fast food, all home cooked meals. By yours truly, so they're delicious and nutritious. Mostly vegetables, just because we all know that vegetables are good for you and healthy. And I am not a vegan apologist, but I do know a little bit about science and nutrition, and there is a lot of science, although it's limited as far as, like, you know, population studies and sample sizes. But there is a lot of science that proves eating mostly vegetables, no oil, low fat, is super healthy for weight loss, diabetes control, heart disease. There was even a small study, not really a study so much, that came out not too long ago, but it was super slick. This soap is really slick, guys. I don't even need to put on for pickups, but I might. But it's so slick and it smells so good. Can't get over how nice this soap is. Anyway, because I have back pain, I read around and try and find studies and information about degenerative disc disease and healing the back. And I did run across a couple of post-mortem studies. Whether it's correlation or causation, we're not exactly sure yet, but there is a hypothesis that coronary artery disease, which is the garbage that builds up in the arteries in your heart, can be reversed by eating mostly plants, no fat, low oil, or low fat, no oil, I should say. And they did autopsies on a bunch of people who had coronary artery disease and degenerative disc disease. And they had narrowing or obstruction in the small arteries that fed the discs in the spine. So we're not sure if it's causation or if that narrowing in those arteries or that vasculature in the spine caused the degenerative disc disease, or it was just kind of a not morbidity, but just because they had it globally, it just happened to be there, and the degenerative disc disease was coincidental in those patients. Not 100% sure, but it is promising, and you know what? If I can eat less meat, eat more plants, and less oil, and no beer, and exercise a little bit, as much as my back will allow me, if that will help my heart, and in turn likely help my back, that's what I'm doing. So that's it. Stay tuned for updates. I thought about doing a channel devoted to it, but I'm not that, I don't know, probably not. Anyway, so that's that. I know you guys are curious because some people mentioned it and you guys are awesome. So anyway, that's where we're at with that. That's my plan. 15 to 2,000 calories a day, mostly plants, no oil, no junk, no beer, no fast food, a little bit of exercise. That's it. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. All right, the shave, beautiful. I got a little bit of nicks down here, and I can't tell if those are ingrown hairs or because I wasn't paying attention. I came in with the razor and actually just gouged myself. But very smooth. There's still a lot of slickness left over. Did over shave right there. But that's it. That's all for the face. I'm gonna clean it up. We'll finish it off with this, but you guys don't need to see that. Thank you guys for spending some time with me, listening to me ramble, being concerned about my health and well-being. Thank you again, Ronnie, for the generous gift. And I hope you enjoy your weekend. You have great shaves. And most importantly, you get to spend some time with your friends and family. Good night and God bless.